The Infosys founder suggested that a person should work for 70 plus hours in a week. Narayana MurtHy is now back with another session, hitting out at the freebie culture, the Revadi culture, where the IT veteran has said that nothing should be given for free. Speaking at the 26th edition of the Bengaluru Tech Summit 2023, Narayana MurtHy, who batted for compassionate capitalism and regarded it as the only solution for a poor country like India to become prosperous. Now, while clearing it out that he is not totally against the idea of subsidies, MurtHy urged the people to give back to the society, contribute to the society after availing services from the government at the subsidized rates. Listen in.
If I have to pay a higher level of taxation, I'm quite happy because it's only, Priyank is here, it's only people like him who will have to say, how can we provide the best services for the poor people? However, when you provide those services, when you provide those subsidies, there must be something in return that they are willing to do. For example, if you say, I will give you free electricity, then it would have been a very nice thing for the government to have said, but we want to see the percentage attendance in schools, in primary schools and middle schools, to go up by 20%. Then only we will give you that. In other words, nothing should be given free, but there should be a contribution of the citizen also towards making our society a better society. While I am not against free services being provided, I think we should expect something in return from those people who receive those free subsidies to take a slightly bigger responsibility towards making their future generation, their own future generation, their own children, their own grandchildren, better in terms of going to school, performing better, etc., etc. That's what I mean.
Well, meanwhile, this latest comment by Mr. MurtHy has now reignited the debate on the freebie culture in India. While the Congress batted for freebie, stating that these incentives actually help the poor, the BJP differed, stating that the freebie culture has been misused by the netas to seek votes.
ಫ್ರೀಬೀಸ್ ಅವ್ರೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸರ್ವಿಸಿಗೆ ನೀವೇನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ನಾಗರಿಕರ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಕೂಡ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ನೀವು ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸ್ ರೈಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟೀಸ್ ಆಗು ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವುದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಅರ್ಥ ಏನಂದರೆ, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಏನು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸೆಂಟಿವ್ಸು. ಈಗ ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಮಿಡ್ ಡೇ ಮೀಲ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಹೇಳಿ? ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಮಿಡ್ ಡೇ ಮೀಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಯಾಕೆ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಲಾಭ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಶಾಲೆ ಸೇರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜನರು 10ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಕೊಡೋದು?
देखिए, देश और राज्य को चलाने के लिए फंड की आवश्यकता पड़ती है और फंड अवेलेबल होना चाहिए सर्वांगीण विकास के लिए। सड़कों का निर्माण होना चाहिए, कॉलेजों का निर्माण होना चाहिए, हॉस्पिटलों का निर्माण होना चाहिए। जिस प्रकार से रेवड़ी सिस्टम जो चलाया है, सभी को, जैसे आम पार्टी ने पंजाब के अंदर सभी को 1000 रुपए देंगे, इसका मतलब यह है कि आप नैतिक मूल्यों को अलग रखकर आप वो काम कर रहे हैं जो समाज उसको स्वीकार नहीं करता। आप खजाने को लुटाने का काम करते हैं। और अभी एक देश का नाम नहीं लेना चाहूंगा, उस देश ने तो बल्कि वहां अपने प्रधानमंत्री को चुना ही इसलिए है कि उसने कहा कि मैं कुछ भी फ्री नहीं दूंगा, जो भी दूंगा पैसे लेके दूंगा, फ्री के सारे सिस्टम खत्म करूंगा। इसी प्रकार से मुझे लगता है हमारे देश में ये रेवड़ी बांटने वाले लोग एक दिन इनका अंत आने वाला है।
Well, the viewers watching the broadcast, we've opened in the call-in line, so you can call in and share your views live on the channel. We'll take up your point of view. We also have Deepak joining us. In the meantime, I'm told, Deepak, please to stay on with us. Two viewers from Bengaluru are currently on hold, Radhika and Ram Mohan ji. Radhika, good afternoon. What do you have to say on Mr. MurtHy's latest statement?
Yes, free should not be given. And if it is given, it should be given only to senior citizens. Because if you give free things to the young generation, they will not work. You get free electricity, you get free money, why will you work? So, and then blame anybody for unemployment. See that only seniors are given any freebies.
All right. So you vouch for senior citizens to be given the freebies and not the others. Radhika, thank you for your point of view. Ram Mohan ji, good afternoon. What do you have to say?
Very good afternoon, madam. See, the freebie has become a norm today in India. The government tax, whatever it is collected, if it is spent on the freebie, where is the money available for infrastructure? We can understand, like for example, for senior citizens, as the earlier person spoke, you are giving for them for medical benefit, I can understand. For the students, we are going for the education, we can understand. Anything beyond health and education, whatever is given, it is only going to motivate people not to work. And there is a lot of cheating which is going on in terms of who is eligible for this and who is not eligible.
What about upliftment of the poor, sir?
Uplift from the poor, you give them an opportunity. You create employment, develop infrastructure. In fact, it has been discussed so many times why our export is, the one side it is growing. See, the poor has to be provided opportunity, employment opportunity.
All right.
Plenty of work is done by the central government in terms of training them, equip them.
And also to add to the obvious pressure that would also put on the exchequer with the kind of spendings that is done, and that too went free. For the moment, thank you very much, Ram Mohan ji. I'm told that there are other viewers also calling in. We have Digbanshu from Kolkata and Sadeep also joining us from Jaipur. Digbanshu, what is your point of view on Mr. Murthy's statement?
Yes, according to me, the freebies are actually very necessary for the poor people of the society. Like the...
Go on, please. Put your TV audio on mute, please.
Yes. Yes, for my view regarding the freebie politics is that freebies is necessary for the upliftment of the poor. Like the cash assistance that is given to the women, it is very necessary for those women who may not have the ability to go and work outside. So this small cash assistance is very necessary for their self-respect, and so that they can spend their money in their own way.
All right. So you're for the freebie culture. Thank you very much, Digbanshu, for your point of view. Sandeep calling in from Jaipur. Yes, Sandeep, what do you have to say?
I wanted to say that freebie culture, I think, is a big question mark on the taxpayers' money. As a regular taxpayer, I feel cheated because my money should go for development, not for freebies. That's what is my point.
All right, Sandeep, thank you very much. Vivek joining in from Bengaluru as well. Vivek, what's your take?
See, my thing is that, freebies is not a right thing for, any country, because the person who you are giving freebies to, one or the either way, he is unemployed. If you see auto rickshaw people, if you see cab drivers, if you see many small, daily wage workers, they are facing a lot of issues. So, the government should keep an eye, it should be only given to BPL holders, but not each and every one. A earning lady from IT professional is also taking free rides in BMTC.
So you're saying it should be categorized rather than to given out generally. Thank you very much, Vivek. Mr. O.P. Swaminathan is also with us from Bengaluru. Ramesh also joining us from Bengaluru. Mr. Swaminathan, what's your take, sir?
This freebie culture is a sort of a disincentive to work. How can you suppose I am staying in an apartment which costs about 1.2 crores. People pay a monthly rent of 50,000 rupees and they get free electricity just because they consume less than 200 rupees of 200 units of electricity. And people very well off, carrying fancy handbags, going in the bus free ride. I think they should stop. It should be based on the economic condition to the person, and they should be incentivized. Even to 400 units is okay.
Well, that would mean higher taxation as well. Thank you very much, Mr. Swaminathan. Ramesh, what's your point here?
Freebies have been used by most of the political parties as a tool for winning elections. My only suggestion is any government in central, I think, stop all the fund. I think let us see how the state government runs with these freebies. They can't survive even more than 1 or 2 years. That's what we are seeing in most of the provinces which have been made in most of the places. It's not able to honor that. So my only thing is, I think, if at all you want to give, I think, as Narayana MurtHy told, I think, but to get some benefit from the receiver.
All right.
No point in getting everything is free and then slogging, and then once you announce the scheme, you don't know what you are doing, and then borrowing money, then making debt after debt and party after party.
All right.
Only public. You keep on increasing your property tax, you keep on increasing everything. The common middle class guy is only suffering.
You're saying that the middle class comes under a lot of pressure because of the increase in taxes. Thank you very much to you as well. Ramesh, for joining in. We have Keshav joining us from Hyderabad. Good afternoon, Keshav.
Good afternoon. Madam, I agree with Narayana MurtHy's this thing. I feel there should be more of skill development activities rather than giving freebies. Something like free buses and all, it has got no sense and no this thing. It's only a political style. We should develop more on skill development and other opportunities.
So you're saying that the society should contribute as well and evenly when it comes to the development of the nation. Thank you very much to you, Keshav, for joining in. Viewers, thank you very much for calling in, for sharing your point of view. Of course, mixed reactions that have been coming in over the statement of Mr. Narayana MurtHy. We head into a short break.